This is the story I read. It is called Babe the Blue Ox.
One winter, it was so cold that all the geese flew backward and all the fish moved south and even the snow turned blue. Paul Bunyan went out walking in the woods one day during that winter of the blue snow. He was knee-deep in blue snow when he heard a funny sound between a bleat and a snort.
Beep!
Looking down, he saw a teeny-tiny baby blue ox hopping about in the snow. Paul took the little blue mite home with him. He warmed the little ox up by the fire, and the little fellow fluffed up and dried out, but he remained just as blue as the snow that had stained him. Paul named him Babe the Blue Ox. Well, any creature raised in Paul Bunyan's camp tended to grow to massive proportions, and Babe was no exception. Folks that stared at him for 5 minutes could see him growing right between their eyes. The laundryman used his horns to hang up all the camp laundry. Whenever he got an itch, Babe the Blue Ox had to find a cliff to rub against, because whenever he tried to rub against a tree, it fell over and begged for mercy. Babe would chew up 30 bales of hay, wire and all. Babe the Blue Ox was a great help around Paul Bunyan's logging camp. He could pull anything that had 2 ends. So Paul often used him to straighten out the pesky, twisted logging roads. Paul also used Babe the Blue Ox to pull the heavy tank wagon which was used to coat the newly straightened lumber roads with ice in the winter, until one day the tank sprung a leak that trickled south and became the Mississippi River. One summer, as Babe the Blue Ox was hauling a load of logs down the whitewashed road and dreaming of the days when the winter would feel cold again, he glanced over the top of the mountain and caught a glimpse of a pretty yeller calf grazing in a field. It was love at first sight. Paul had to abandon his load and buy Bessie the yeller cow from the farmer before Babe would do any more hauling. Bessie the yeller cow grew to the massive yet dainty proportions that were suitable for the mate of Babe the Blue Ox. Babe loved the ice and snow, and Bessie loved warm summer days. One winter, Bessie grew so thin and pale that Paul asked for them to make her a pair of green goggles so she would think it was summer. After that, Bessie grew happy and fat again.
That's why I like the story. I recommend you reading it.